Hi, welcome to Ski Talk. I'm Steve, your host. I'm the ski buyer and ski EO here at skis.com. And joining us today is Ray Skelton, our local Dalbello rep. Hi, Ray.
Hey, how's it going, Steve?
Good. All right, and we're going to talk about the Viper series. I've got the Viper 90, right? And you've got the Viper 100?
Right.
So the Viper is your traditional four-buckle boot for all-mountain, kind of regular, performance-oriented skier. Now, this is a 100 last boot. So as boots go, this is on the narrower side, right? For real performance fit.
Yes.
Now the problem with a narrower boot sometimes is that you can get sort of a hot spot or a point in the boot where that boot is just a little too tight.
Right.
But you guys have come up with a solution for that. That's called C4.
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, C4 stands for Comfort 4 Fit. And what it is very often you buy a ski boot that's narrow or elastic, you have to go in the shop and you have to get it custom fit. What we did is we identified 4 key spots that people get punched and ground and fitted. One of those is the navicular bone, that little bone below your ankle bone. The other is the ankle bone. The third spot is that 6th toe area, or that wider area on your foot.
I get that one. That wider area gets me every time.
I know, it's a killer for a lot of people. And the fourth is the calcaneus, or the heel, right here. So there's 4 custom pre-punched spots which help these things fit so well out of the box.
So you're giving them a little more room in those spots without having to make the boot so wide that you're not going to get that performance fit.
This is actually, Steve, our 3rd year of Vipers. And this has become one of the best-selling overlap 4-buckle boots in the industry because it fits so well without having to do all that custom fitting. And
this is a loaded question, but did you get any award for this boot?
You're actually going to find in the magazines this fall, in Skiing Magazine, the Viper series is an award-winning series, as is the ladies' version called the Mantis.
Yeah, so it got a nice award because it's such a great fitting boot, at really a great price, I must say.
There's another unique feature with these boots. There's a couple key things. One is the shell. Dalbello was the first company to have a tri-injecting machine in their factory. So in other words, the lower shell has got 3 different shell stiffnesses. The lower is really stiff to give you that driving performance for edge-to-edge feel. The center is a high-end polyether for performance and shock absorption, and then the upper part over your instep is to allow for easy entry into the boot.
Because it's so much softer.
Yeah, all
harder, medium, softer.
Right, all molded at one time.
All right, so that's kind of what the Viper series is all about. Now this is the Viper 90. The 100 has a little stiffer boot, so a little higher performance. Are there any additional features on there?
Yeah, for the all-mountain skier and the hardcore ripper, this has got a true fit liner, which is that heat moldable liner that shapes to your foot over time. You do have a removable cuff in the boot, so if you are a man that has this close-fitting foot, but you got a bigger lower calf, you can remove that. And it has shaft alignment, or canting, so you can adjust the shaft to the shape of your leg. Okay.
So let's describe the ideal customer for this series of boots.
For the 90, the ideal customer is the guy that's looking for performance down the road. He's buying his boot, he's buying a boot at a good value, but rather than buying a typical package boot, he gets a boot that's going to give him guts and performance, the same chassis as a 100, so that he's going to have that boot for several years and get performance. The 100, this boot, if there's one boot that is the boot to get if you're a strong skier, it's the 100. It's powerful, it's got high energy, it's got great liner, it's all the guts of a high-end power machine.
Okay, so there you have it. That's the Dalbello Viper 90 and Viper 100. And this is Ray, and I'm Steve, and thanks for joining us on Ski Talk.